ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a grab enough for the first. Mission of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wide out in motion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Quick toss. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! 42 Spider!
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score! Touchdown Illini! Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. after that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Flip.
The give to the left. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. They'll try to get outside. He breaks a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And
the quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
2nd down now after the sack. They go to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Wants to throw. It's Bean. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. The corners are walked up tight. This is a designed run.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the toss. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
Inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? Run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Illinois right back to the line. Running back goes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Can anyone catch him? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
And I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Huskers will punt this one away. And it'll be down right there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Teed up, ready to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Looking to throw, it's Bean. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Direct snap. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. And the Huskers head it quickly to the line. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
At the 14-yard line. And first down for the offense.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Here they're trying to get to the edge. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Tripped up for the tackle.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They make the stop of this running game. Moves the chains as they get the first down. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in a spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You've got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense, but now they got a manageable situation.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keeper. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter.
The third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 21, Illinois 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackled, but he has a first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll go with a direct snap. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's high. And tackled there by the defense.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backwards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense about to reel off its seventh play of the drive. On the move. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Looking for a man. It's Bean. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked on.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll throw it on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They want to run this quarterback. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. He'll take it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. With jet sweep pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Black 24. 691. Gators score. Easy.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, finding Illini. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
So, guys, everybody thinks the kicker has it so easy. A mountain of pressure here to break the tie. And he knocks through the pressure-filled extra point, and now see if they can hang on. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Back to throw. It's Bean. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, that one fell incomplete, but they know they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
He wants to throw here on second down. He's taking a deep shot. Got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 16.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looking for the two-point try. On the move. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to throw. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.